Street surges in cold blood, robotic iguanodons roar, cybernetic hearts pounding in the war of tech savior. Mechanical jungle awakened, blue versus red in the air, wide scale slicing through danger, and electric pulsing warfare. Machine scream, chaos fires, lines of steel, living desire. In the twilight of Zoidstar conflict, only one side will stand higher. Jungle awakened, blue versus red in the air, wide scale slicing through danger, and electric pulsing warfare.